Today's guest conversation is with a left-handed pitcher for the Texas Tailgaters of the insanely popular Banana Ball World Tour, Mr. Christian Davis. Here's episode 90 of the Baseball Forward podcast. Christian Davis, welcome to Baseball Forward, my friend. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Man, you bet. I say this morning. It's just afternoon, so afternoon. Man, it's good to see you. I've been a fan. I started kind of seeing some stuff on you a few months ago, and man, I'll start with this. What a time of your life. Is it good to be Christian Davis right now?
It's a blessing. If you would have asked me a year ago where I would have been right now, I would not have told you this at all.
Wow.
But it's like God just took the wheel, made a right turn, and it's just been up from there.
It is crazy to me because I'm going to say this. Hey, I'm 45. I'm an older guy, right? Like, but I've got a 12-year-old and an 11-year-old, the boys that love baseball. And so I didn't know what to expect of the Savannah Bananas. I didn't know what to expect of Banana Ball.
Right.
And the more I watch it, the more I'm like, this is one of the most amazing, unique, interesting, almost, I would say the adjective, use the adjective of game saving type stuff for the beautiful game that you and I love, no matter what the generations are. I want to know more about that. Is like when you were, because you played baseball, you played in college, and you were, and I'm sure you have goals of getting to the big leagues and everything. Walk me through kind of how you realized, boy, this is going to be, this might be my route for baseball, and this might help me accomplish the dreams that I had with baseball.
Right. So after I played at Southern University, I went to play in the draft league with the Frederick Keys.
Yep.
So after my first weekend, we played 13 days straight, and they had one off day, 13 days straight, and that's including travel as well. So at that point, I kind of realized, with the wear and tear that my body had already gone through, it was like, I don't know if this is going to be for me in the future. And the catcher for the Texas Tailgaters, Taj Porter, he actually gave me a call and he asked me, "Do you see this in your future?" And me and my dad had a conversation a while back ago, literally right after my season ended with the Keys. He asked me, "Do you think you'll want to continue to play?" And I, jokingly said, "If it's with the Bananas, yeah, I'll play." Just because it's a different aspect. It's a different aspect to the game. And when Taj gave me that call and he was like, "Hey, come down as quick as you can, come to a tryout." Went to the tryout, everything went well. And when I tell you that was the most fun I ever had, and that's when, like, my mindset changed for baseball, because it's more than just numbers on a page. It's about the fan experience. It's about your experience. It's about traveling the world. It's about seeing different things. And then just the business side of it. Jesse's there with us all pretty much at every game. And one phone call away, one text message away. So just seeing the business side of it, plus the interactions that you have with fans, it just changed your mindset on everything.
That is amazing to me. And I can tell, I had a conversation recently with a friend of mine, and we were talking about how when your career ends as a baseball player, because it's tough, and you get to this stage, you get to that stage of college and then professional. Am I going to get drafted? Am I going to go where? What am I going to go do? And it, yeah, that's exciting, but it doesn't usually work out the way you want it. And there's a certain amount of joy that you lose when you start climbing those ranks. And what you just described, Christian, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit jealous, because I think anybody strives to want to really enjoy what they do and what they get paid for a living. What has this brought you joy that you really didn't know existed with the game at this point?
So you know that feeling when you were a kid, just going out on the ball field, just being there with all your friends.
Yes.
That it brought back that feeling for me. Just knowing that, like, I'm ready for spring training right now. I'm ready to go back with all my teammates, Taj Porter, Travis Mario, all the boys that are coming back this year. I'm just ready to get back on the field, get after with them, but also have a good time, So it's a great feeling to feel this way about a job that's not per se the professional, like the MLB, NBA, NFL. to have a job like this that I know I enjoy, we get paid, we get to play in front of 40,000 people, get to put a smile on 40,000 people's faces, and throughout the year, over 2 million people.
Wow.
Um, it's a blessing.
Wow. And you know what? I'll say this, and tip of the cap to Mr. Jesse Cole, the owner of the Bananas. But they're talking about, with the new CBA coming up, Major League Baseball, they're talking about even the draft maybe getting smaller, and the minor leagues becoming more and more condensed, right, for Major League Baseball. And I'm like, man, you guys are, I'll just say it, Major League Baseball, you guys are taking the joy out of it for all of us guys that came up, me 20 years ago, but you in this, and I'm like, that's what we play the game for. And I tip my cap to the banana ball, because I'm like, guys like you deserve a chance to go be a professional at this, because you put your, like, newsflash, you're a really stinking good left-handed pitcher. Like, you could do it at a very high level, and a lot of these guys can. And I feel like what Major League Baseball kind of robs, maybe, or limits us to, I feel like Banana Ball is stepping in saying, no, we got this. We can do it this way too. Do you feel there's like a, and maybe this is a weird question, but do you feel like there's competition with Major League Baseball? Is it completely separate? Like, how do you feel about that?
So it's completely separate. There's still aspects of the MLB that you won't get with Banana Ball, and there are aspects of Banana Ball that you won't get with MLB. But we take a lot from what they do, whereas just a simple game itself, just the training aspect of it, because we're still trying to be the best players that we can be. Even though we're entertaining, we're doing this before the game, after the game. We're still trying to be the best entertainers, the best baseball players that we can be, so that we can put on a big, the greatest show. That's our goal. But no, I don't think it's no competition at all. They do what they do, and they do it at a very, very high level. But at the same time, I believe that there are players in the minor leagues that have been there for 5 to 10 years that they know their window is closing.
Yeah.
So instead of grinding out another 10 years in the minor leagues and not enjoying it as much, and you're just losing the joy of it, we had a lot of people that came to Banana Ball, and now it's just a different aspect of the game that I talked about before.
Yeah. You know what? I can tell you're extremely humble. And I can just tell with the social media. You guys go follow him on social media on Instagram. I got the handle underneath here on the screen. But you're a humble guy. And I look back, and I it's kind of easy for me to see at this point, and maybe it's because it's all the weather and the experience you go through in life. And you say, you kind of predict, hey, who's going to be successful no matter what they do? And the guys that have the humility doing the things that most people can't handle, man, that's a predictor of some pretty high success to come. So I want to know, you're humble. Your faith has to play a role in this. Your faith has to play a role in what you're doing. There's a lot of kids, and there's a lot of people that are out there. You have a stage, and you have this avenue to impact lives. How important is your faith in this whole process and this ascension that you're having as a baseball player?
So you kind of understand that there's a bigger picture to everything. You're one piece of sand at a beach, So how can you make that one piece of sand impact as many people as you can? And Jesse says, it always starts with one person. So it starts with one person. That one person turns into many. So if I can impact one person at a time every day, just try to spread my knowledge, my faith, anything that I've learned in the past, just being able to pass that along, that's what it's about. It's not about how many Instagram followers you have. It's not about how much money you're making. It's about what can you pass on to the next generation. And that's something my dad instilled in me at a very, very early age. His biggest thing was being the best father that he could be, and he's done a great job at that. And yeah, he just basically wanted me to be the best person I could be for not only myself, but for everybody else.
What's the biggest crowd so far that you played in, when you walked out, were you like, holy cow? Like, what, tell me a little bit about that before we kind of get into some of the specifics. Like, was it overwhelming at all? Were there nerves? Like, what comes along with being a banana ball player?
So for me, it was more because I started that game. So I said my prayer before the game because when I tell you my heart was about to jump out
Ooh,
of my head, and it didn't hit me till I was in the bullpen. Where were we? We were in Philly, I believe, was our first big major league stadium. And I was in the bullpen, and then my heart just started racing, and the ball felt like a pebble in my hand.
yes.
Like, okay, this is a good thing, but this could also be an awful thing. So the ball felt like a pebble, and usually I stay in the bullpen until we do the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem.
Yeah.
So I'm literally sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I can feel my heartbeat. So I literally said a prayer, and I'm like, God, please just slow my heart rate down. Let's be the best person I can be. Let's put on a show, and let's show these people that you're the reason I'm here. You know.
Yeah.
So after I said that, my heart calmed down. Went out there, did my thing. Went 4 innings, and when I tell you, it felt like I threw 2 innings. It went by so quick,
Yeah.
so quick. But it was a great experience. I can say that. And then the next day, usually my off days, they turn into just entertainment days. So that's when I just let go. I would just try to have as much fun on the field as I can.
That's what interesting perspective, because I think a lot of people growing up playing baseball, one of the things that maybe you're not prepared for, or you learn as you get older and that as you climb the ranks is that ability to perform in front of a ton of people. And let's call it what it is. I mean, this Banana Ball World Tour, you guys are on ESPN all the time. You guys are all super popular on social media. Do you feel the expectations, the hope and the joy from the kids and the family? Is it you play on that energy? What does that feel like for you?
Definitely, you definitely play off the energy of the crowd. So we do a pregame signing, which kind of helped me with my nerves for the first weekend. So
Interesting.
we'll go out about 2 hours early before the game, and everybody that wants to get there early, they can get autographs, pictures, just a simple conversation. And we're usually out there. We go in groups, so it's pretty much 30 minutes per group, and you get to just see all the different faces that are going to be at the game. So you get to see about half the crowd that's going to be there. So
Wow.
it calms your nerves a little bit, but you have a lot of people coming up, telling you, "Hey, I I love this about you. I love that about you," or "Hey, can you give my son some advice?" Or can we take a simple picture? Can I get an autograph? So it kind of calms your nerves because you realize people are there to have a good time, not to see somebody throw a shutout. I mean, even though they would love that, but at the end of the day, they just want to have a good time. They want to see backflip catches, trick plays from our shortstop, Jordan Hussein. And then whatever Andy Stanley, one of our trick play outfielders, he's probably gonna pull off some insane, crazy play next year. So it's not really about the strikeouts. It's not about the velocity.
Wow.
It's about keeping the game flowing and just trying to put on a good show for everybody.
It sounds to me it's almost like that's built into the ice breaking. It's built in to help the players, to help the fans. What you're describing to me, it sounds like, hey, we're all in this together, where you're not all in it together when you're playing,
Correct.
hey, that team versus this team. And then if we're playing imagine if you're playing in Philadelphia and you're the away team, you're getting
Oh,
like
yeah. You
MF'd
feel
and
it.
booed and all that
Feel
stuff.
it. Yeah, definitely.
So that's interesting. Okay, so I want to go down this road, and I want to say, I'm interested as you're kind of as you're progressing through your career and you're early on in it, man. I wish you the best of luck through this whole. I hope I'm watching you for a long time, but um, from a business perspective,
Mhm.
has it slowed down enough for you to see, boy, that's a really good marketing strategy? Boy, no matter if I'm playing baseball, this is something that I would apply to maybe a business. Do you feel like things are slowing down for you so that you can um, smell the roses and see what the future might look like for you, after baseball?
Definitely. So I brought this down. So our first day for spring training last year. So the Texas Tailgate is our first year, our inaugural season last year. So we got a grand introduction. And when we walked into the locker room, they had these waiting on us. So it's a notepad, had our name on it, came with a pen, and basically his idea was, or Jesse's idea was, to write down 10 ideas every day. 10 ideas. And it doesn't matter what the idea is. It could be what's your plan for your social media for the next week, or what walk-ups do you want to do for the following weekend? What goals do you have set for yourself? So I've actually started writing my notebook a lot more recently, but because I have a lot of downtime.
Yep.
But just this one small thing that he gave us really just kind of opened up my mind on all the avenues that I can go in after baseball is done. Because right now, my number one option is pharmaceutical sales or medical device sales, whichever one, I kind of get my foot in. But just being able to write those ideas down, always, if I have an idea, write it down, because if it's not written down, it's forgotten.
Man, that's so good. That's so good. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm fired up. I feel like a fan because I feel like what's cool about it is this. I understand how valuable Jesse Cole understands this, how valuable the network is, how valuable the relationships are. And when you're doing it at the level that you're doing it at, man, I think that's one thing that I try to tell younger guys, younger players coming up in the game. It's never just about the game. And I think what I'm hearing so far and what I've gathered on Banana Ball, informing my opinion of Banana Ball, is the game. We're always told this growing up, Christian. We're always told this growing up. It's not just about the game. It's more than baseball. It's more than, you're like, what the heck does that mean? No, it's not, dude. I want to carve, and I want it to be about baseball, and I want people to know me just for how I performed on the field. You're so narrow-minded, right? And I'm hearing that this is the example of, it is so much bigger than baseball. And that's what Banana Ball is.
Yep. And it's, like you said, it's so easy to be narrow-minded when it comes to sports, because, and Chad Durbin said it best on your last podcast.
Yeah.
People care so much about rankings, they care so much about numbers, that you forget that it's the work that you put in that sets you up to be that top recruit, or even later on, just like Tariq Skubal, Cy Young winners, Paul Skeens. They weren't the most sought after high school prospects in the world. They had 2 to 3 offers. So it's really just about the work that you put in, the connections that you make, that's going to help you boost you to where you need to be at. And you can't do it all by yourself. So that's the part that I'm starting to see, that it takes a village for something to actually work.
Man.
And with Banana Ball, without our fans, without the hard work that everybody puts in that works for Banana Ball, this shit wouldn't go at all. And our fans are devoted, the workers are devoted, we're devoted to the bigger picture of, let's make this the best show possible, which means you have to play good baseball, which means you have to work on your craft of the entertainment side, just learning how to dance. I had to learn how to dance.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna say I had the worst rhythm, but I didn't have the best rhythm either. So I had to learn how to dance, and just those small things, it kind of brings you out your comfort zone. So just being out your comfort zone for so long, it makes it normal.
Wow.
And when that becomes normal, that's scary, because now you're able to put yourself in different predicaments that you never thought you would have been able to get out of.
Oh boy, dude, that makes me feel a certain way, because I'm telling you, that's the key, my friend, is being comfortable with being uncomfortable. I mean, just think about just you, for example. I mean, what if I had to say right now, just like a snapshot in things that come to your mind, things that you feel like you've gotten better at in the time that you've been doing this with Banana Ball. What do you feel like you've gotten better at that maybe you didn't predict or anticipate coming down the line?
Definitely public speaking.
Yeah.
I was always good at it, but I never really perfected my craft, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was in a couple MLK programs where I had to learn lines and speak, but now I'm trying to get to the point where I don't need a paper. I can just go up there and go off the dome and just say what needs to be said, but say it in a way that everybody can understand.
Dang.
So that, and then honestly, dancing in front of people. I used to hate it, but now I love it. Like we're at family events and everybody's asking me, "Hey, I saw that line dance. Can you teach us?" And I'm like, "Let's do it."
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's awesome. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So just being able to be approachable, to be able to adapt to different environments. So that's some of the things I've learned.
What are the people closest to you right now? What do you think they're most proud of about you right now?
Just staying humble, honestly. Not letting this get to my head, which it's very easy to do that. Like so
Yeah.
easy with the platform that we have, but just staying humble, staying grounded. Um, Obviously, and it's something that I need to do more of, but staying in the word,
Mhm.
understanding what the bigger picture is, and then just being able to get back to the community.
Yeah. Is it is there something that you want? Is there something in particular that you went into this experience with wanting to get better at? Was what were you like, man, I think this will help me become a better, was there any intentionality with the decision, or was it all just like, hey man, I just want to keep playing the game?
Keep playing the game, and banana ball was so new at the time on a competitive aspect, even though it was always competitive. But I believe that they were very intentional about getting better athletes. So there was still that competitive side that I wanted to get into and really push myself to the limit. But there was also the business side of it that I wanted to understand as well, which Jesse has done a great, phenomenal job of being around, showing us what it takes to actually run a business, and not even just a business, but a multi-million dollar business.
Man, man.
So I went ahead with an open mind. Just I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do in my future. So this kind of gave me some grace. But now this is something I want to do for a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and man, and it's going to, you can just tell that this is the beginning of massive stuff for you. Um, is I want to get to the baseball side of it. Okay, how old are you?
24.
So
Just
24. My oh, dude, you still are fresh and arm feels good. Your
uh,
fingers aren't numb or anything yet. Okay, so baseball side of it. I'm interested for this take because let's not kid ourselves. I mean, you're in this position because you're a heck of a pitcher, okay? And you're not playing where you're playing if you don't know how to pitch.
right.
So, is there an aspect, or what percentage ish kind of question do you focus on, hey, it's the craft, it's me, like, because I'm thinking about what the off season looks like and what I'm doing for training? Is all that the same? Is there the same desire that maybe you thought? I mean, a little bit ago you were with the Frederick Keys playing in the draft league, expecting this, and then this route comes in, but it's still baseball, and it's like high level baseball, and if anything, it's probably more, probably more overwhelming to be where you're at now than what it would have been. uh is the training and the growing as a baseball player, is that still what you thought it would be?
Definitely. So I get all my pitching progressions from PPA, Pitching Performance Academy, with Chad Durbin and
Let's
Tyler
go.
Nakian. So I get all my everything from them. And a little backstory, I used to work with them when 2024. I was actually working at the facility, and I got my first program from them my junior, going into my senior year. So I ran into arm issues, and because I tore my labrum in high school,
Ooh.
so I was always start the year off strong, and then arm would just blow out. Start the year off
Mm.
strong, arm would blow out, and I got in contact with Tyler, went to the facility, saw me throw one time, built me a program, and ever since then I haven't had any arm issues. So I I'm pretty religious about that program. So even now, he sent me my my ramp up phase right now. So I'm doing that. I'm still getting after it, but now it's more about conditioning than anything because they want us to throw a pitch within, between 6 to 8 seconds. So my big thing, because I don't do much entertaining on the mound, except when I strike somebody out, I'll do my little J.R. Smith dance. But but other than that, I mean, I like to get the ball and go. I don't want the hitter to be able to think. I want to be able to mess with timing. I want to do all that. So that aspect of baseball honestly made me better because now I'm not thinking as much and I'm letting the work that I put in throughout the week carry me throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
So if I worked hard that week, trust me, I have no worries about my abilities. Then I just go out there and I just let my body just take the wheel and I just
Man.
go. But yeah, the preparation is only difference is just a little more conditioning just because you're moving a lot more and the turnaround time because we only play twice a week. We play on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, some Sundays. And so it's usually play, travel, stop in Savannah for a day, and then travel back out, head to the next city. So, those 2 travel days, you're not really doing much. So it's just I had to get acclimated to that. But other than that, I mean, it's still working out every day, still getting your body right, still running, plyo balls, medicine balls, all that good stuff. So nothing's really changed. Nothing's changed at all. If anything, I'm trying to get after even more because I'm playing in front of more people.
Yeah, yeah. Talking with Christian Davis on episode 90 of the Baseball Forward podcast today. Christian Davis, left-handed pitcher of the Texas Tailgaters. Man, holy cow, your TikTok is huge, man. You got a massive following. You got a good following on Instagram. Go follow him, guys. Really, really good content. All right, on the road. I mean, that's kind of like, but you talk about the training and that is gold, by the way, my friend. And think about, holy cow, a pitch. What you were sitting there saying, a pitch every 6 to 8 seconds.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm thinking, in my head, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, the cardio and the preparation that must go into that performance. And on top of that, regulating your emotions and holy cow. Okay, so I have ADHD, so I bounce all over the place. So I want to know for you, like when the travel and like the food, like what are you guys like eating on the road and what are you eating in the hotel rooms? And I want to know more about that side of the banana ball experience.
So they take really, really good care of us on the road. Usually they try to put us by restaurants, like for instance, when we stayed in Texas, they put us by Texas Roadhouse, just major chains that a lot of people love that you can get you can get your greens, you can get your protein, you can get everything at. During games, we get the traditional subs, chicken sandwiches, burgers, pasta, salad, fruit. We get post game meals, and they feed us about 3-4 times a day on game days.
Okay.
So they take really good care of us, especially those days that you work really, really hard. Those post game meals really come in clutch because we get done around 11 o'clock. So usually nothing's open, but those post game meals, I really get after on those.
Okay. There is because I know this as a former player. Man, I feel like banana ball is going to become the norm and the goal for this up and coming generation. And I think there might be competition. Like I'm picturing a scenario. Player A, player B, they're both 12 right now, and they're progressing through their careers. And they say, I see the Christian Davises of the world. I see the banana ball experience of the world. I see this experience here, and I see this experience over here. Do you think this generation coming up? I mean, I think there's going to be guys that are going to say, I'd rather do that experience, banana ball experience, over the major league experience. Do you think that's what's happening, and that's what could be coming down the road at this point?
I think so. I think in the near future, there's going to be a kid that potentially foregoes the draft to come to banana ball.
Wow.
I, I,
I
bel
agree.
I believe. I firmly believe there will be at least one kid that does that.
That would be so interesting to see because you know what, that's what we love about America is it's capitalism, it's free market, you're free to do what you want. And I want the stigma for anybody listening to this today. You should there anybody, I will say this loud and clearly. Anybody that says anything bad about banana ball, grow up, get a life. Because you know what? What banana ball is doing for the game of baseball is it's the same baseball forward, elevating the next generation. That's our motto. We should want people to love our game the way we love it. And they can't all play it, you know, and not everybody's going to get to the certain levels. But and I'm maybe I'm yelling at myself for me 2 years ago saying what's banana ball and blah blah, being all old and dumb about it. And the more I realize what an experience it is, I'm like, man, it's what you guys are doing is it's beautiful for the game because it's bringing people to the game. And don't we really want everyone to love the game? And
Right.
then in that aspect, it's like there's choices. And do I want to be with that experience? With that, I want to be that experience. I think it's good for there to be some, and I'll say healthy competition to
Right.
want to get the talent because I'll segue into this conversation. Like, you don't have to like name names or anything like that, but like, is it still like a goal? Do you still are? Because I know like some guys in baseball, they'll go and they'll go play in Japan and then they'll come back and they'll be better ball players and then they'll get to the big leagues like when they're 30, 31. Is there any of that? Do you think that there's any of that going on with with like banana ball? Do you think do you think banana ball and Major League Baseball could almost become intertwined where you could say, hey, I'm going to go here to develop these skills that maybe I lacked, what this way wasn't. Is there any intermixing going on? Is there still wanting to get to the big leagues? I don't, what does that look like to you?
So with some of the guys that I've spoken with that have pro ball experience that have been in banana ball for years, they wouldn't go back
Yeah.
unless obviously they're getting paid millions. Like, yeah,
Yep.
that's just about furthering your future. But if it's not that, no, I don't think a lot of people want to go back just for the simple aspect of the enjoyment that you get from this is unprecedented. Like
Yeah.
it's very hard to get this anywhere else because you're not, like I said, the the aspect of baseball of stats, numbers is not completely out the window, but it's in the back of your brain. Whereas if you're playing minor league ball, pro ball, it's in the front of your brain. Right now, you're worried about, hey, how can I give the best show ever? And if I don't give the best show ever, then that affects me. That affects me on the baseball field. So, and I believe that's why I had the year that I had because I wasn't worried about going out there and dominating.
Mm.
I was worried about going out there and having the most fun I can have, and that in turn made me a better pitcher because now I'm having fun on the mound. And going back to what you were saying about people feeling like they have to pick one or the other, I feel like if they were to go to a game, it'd change their whole aspect of banana ball.
Dang.
Because right
Dang.
now, I feel like all the baseball purists in the world, what they're seeing is what we post on social media, which is trick plays, because that's what banana ball is. It's
Sure.
trick plays, speed, it's all these things. But if you come to a game, you realize it's a lot more baseball than you expect.
Yeah.
A lot more baseball. But it's a show at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it is we're able to bring different crowds to games. So it's not only baseball players, it's people that are into musicals, it's social media influencers, it's
Wow.
we've had MLB, NBA players come to our games. So you got all these different type of people that maybe couldn't afford or maybe didn't want to go to an MLB game, whereas you can come to a banana ball game for $35, bring your whole family, and now if let's say it's you, your wife, and your kids, now you and your wife can actually enjoy the game while your kids are being entertained for 2+ hours. You don't have to worry about them. They're engaged on what's going on because there's so much going on in our game. Now you and your wife can really enjoy y'all's time together. So now it's a date night.
Man.
So it's more than just baseball. It's more than just going to a game, going to get popcorn and sitting down and watching a 4-hour game. No, you're going to see a 2-hour game, and it's going to feel like it went behind 10 minutes because it's so much going on. And then hopefully you get a smile out of it. You come out there, you see us, we do post game signing, you get to actually talk to us, you get to interact with us. So it's you a lot of people say don't meet your heroes, but I mean you can come meet us, and
Wow.
we're a good time. We like to have a lot of fun. We like to put a smile on people's faces.
And that's exactly what you guys are doing. It's exactly what you specifically are doing, Christian Davis. Hey, man, making me smile, just having this conversation. And I would believe to say that your whole life you were a baseball purist. I'm going to do this and this, and
Yep.
then here you are. And I urge people to listen to that, because man, that's so real and it's so true. And it's I think it's opportunity, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity. Talking with Christian Davis, the Texas Tailgaters left-handed pitcher. What's the craziest thing you've seen at a banana ball game? Or what's the craziest thing that you've witnessed kind of in your experience? Is it like a catch? Is it a size of a crowd? Is it like, what comes to mind when I say that?
Our first win came with a fan caught foul ball.
No way.
Our first win. That was absolutely insane. As soon as he caught the ball, everybody on our team took off to
Let's
the
go.
stands. It was left field foul pole, and he was just to the left of it. And the crazy thing is, one of our staff moved him to that seat. And it's the
Hey, did he catch it with a glove or was it barehanded?
I caught it with a glove, and all we see, so it was almost like he just leaned and caught it, and we saw it, and it didn't register because that's our first win. That was the first fan caught foul ball of the year for us.
Wow.
So, a lot of people on our team were new. This is our first year playing. So we're all like, okay, he caught it. And then we just realized, oh, that's game. And we
Yeah.
took out to the stands, jumped into the crowd, grabbed him, brought him on the field, and he did our post-game celebration with us.
Just listen to that. Who doesn't want to be a part of that, and who doesn't want to witness that?
It's absolutely insane. I love it.
Christian, explain that. Explain what, because I'm thinking strategically as a pitcher. A fan caught foul ball. I'm thinking, hey man, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna get him to hit something foul. Like, tell us what a fan caught foul ball means, and then like, do you ever use that within your strategy of how you pitch to guys?
Oh yeah. So especially on 0-2 counts, when instead of wasting pitches, I would rather go after them because half the time most people are defensive. So they end up hitting a lot more foul balls when it's 0-2, 1-2. So now I'm more aggressive. I'm going after them because not only do you have to worry about rolling over and hitting a pop-up or striking out, you have to worry about a fan catching a foul ball if you hit it out there.
That's so much fun.
It helps me mentally because I know I can go after them. I know it's more ways to get out than ever before now. So it's that brought a different aspect of my pitching to banana ball, just being aggressive and going after everybody.
Does the fan caught foul ball? I'm trying to think of how that works. So if I play for the Texas Tailgaters, and we're playing a home game, does it have to be a home game? What are the rules behind it?
Home or away. Home or away. Now the fan catches get a little more stingy when you're playing like the Bananas at big stadiums. Everybody loves the Bananas.
Yeah.
But people love to be a hero. So I think the most we've had at one game was six fan calls foul ball.
Wow, dude.
So that's 2 innings of outs right there.
If I'm Major League Baseball, I'm considering that. I'm considering that as a rule, because like you are so engaged, the tempo, and then you're so engaged as a fan because I'll say this, I'm going to make it my goal in the next 3 years to get to one of those games and catch a stinking foul baseball, and run out on the field and just like, be like I'm Rocky or something.
And then if you catch it, I promise you, somebody, if it's not me, somebody's going to go in the stands and grab you and bring you on the field.
That's amazing, dude. That's amazing.
For an inning and a half, So it's that aspect that brings, it brings joy to you because you a little kid catch a foul ball, they just see us running, you just see them grinning ear to ear. And then we
Yeah.
grab them. We're like, come on. They start acting shy a little bit. And then they realize, oh, I'm going on the field.
That's
Go on
cool.
the field with us. They get the ball signed by everybody. They get to chill with us for an inning, and then we take them up to their seat.
How many autographs do you think you've signed in your life at this point? Give me a number, Christian.
I can say just last year I've probably signed probably 5,000 autographs.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Hey, if you're signing autographs, you're doing something in life that's right.
Yeah,
That's
something
right.
right.
Hey, about five more minutes or so here, talking with Christian Davis, the Texas Tailgaters, on episode 90 of the Baseball Forward podcast. Christian, just to kind of segue into Baseball Forward a little bit about us, like I've mentioned, elevating the next generation. Man, we're all about moving this game forward, and I'm just so I'm proud. I'm happy. Like what you guys are doing. You are the epitome of what Baseball Forward is, moving this game. You should be proud of yourself and all you guys, what you guys are doing for the game. Elevating the next generation to the younger guys coming up. Thinking about the young Christian Davises growing up. What town did you grow up in?
Newton County.
Right
outside. So it's about 30 minutes outside of Atlanta.
All right. So hence the ATL in the I love Atlanta area. So advice for the young guys coming up, the young ball players coming up, young guys, young girls, the young ball players coming up. Boy, you said something that struck, and you said the amount of fun that you had. Oh, I feel like we should be fighting for that fun. So what advice do you have for the young men and women coming up in this game?
Number one, comparison is the thief of joy. So don't compare yourself to anybody. What's meant for you is meant for you. Go after it. Work as hard as you can, because you can only be the best person you can be. So if you're always looking at this dude, or if you're always looking at this girl, it can almost diminish all the work that you put in. Number two, we talked about fun. You want to enjoy every second of being on the field. And I get it. Just every day is not going to be good. You're going to give up home runs. You're going to strike out. You're going to have a golden sombrero. You're going to have a bad outing. But it's not the end of the world, number one. And you're going to pitch again. So learn from those mistakes. And it's some days it's not even a mistake. It's just the other team is just having a great day. So just learning from that and using that as fuel for that next weekend to work harder throughout the week and let that show during that next outing or next appearance, next at bat. And surround yourself with good people, loving people that want to see you succeed, because not everybody wants to see you do that.
Wow.
Not everybody wants to see you move to that next level or take that next step in life. So just surrounding yourself by encouraging people and having a mentor, to somebody that's going to show you the ropes, that's going to tell you that, hey, not telling you what to do, but I believe that this is the avenue that you should be taking, or having somebody to ask questions to, just having somebody to look up to that's already done what you've done. So those are my three things that I think kids can take away from me.
Man, that's beautiful, Christian, and it's so wise. I want to make a point again, reiterate a point for you. Is you said how we were talking about the 6 to 8 seconds and the preparation that goes into that start, and that it's like you felt so prepared that, and that you were just so focused on the fun. Does being prepared, like almost over prepared, does it make the game more fun for you?
Definitely, because now you're not worried about being prepared. I mean, it's almost like if you're in class and you have a test that day, right? If you don't have a pencil and a pen and paper, right? Before that test starts, I have to go and find pen and paper. So that's taking your mind off of the test already.
Man.
But if you come prepared with that pen and paper, you sit down, now you have time to think, you have time to gather your thoughts before the test. You have time to pray, you have time to do all these things. And when that test comes, now that's all you're thinking about. Now it's just about, okay, I know this answer, I know that answer, I know this answer. But if you're not prepared, I'm telling you, it makes things a little bit tougher.
let me ask you this question. You don't have to give me the details, but it's not meant to be personal, but I just know the lives that you're impacting. When you talk to God and you pray, what do you talk to God about? What do you say to him? Like what do those prayers sound like, or what are the words that you say to God when you talk to him?
I mean, number one, I thank him for putting me in the opportunity, or putting me in the space that I'm in right now, because it's bigger than me. It's bigger than my friends, bigger than my parents. It's about the impact I can put on everybody. So number one, I thank him for that. I thank him for my abilities. I thank him for the perseverance that he put in my heart to keep going, because I could have easily quit a long time ago. I could have easily stopped playing. I could have easily closed his door to banana ball because I was afraid or because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So I just thank him for those three things, and then just thank him for the future. I thank him for the lives that I will touch, the impact that I will have on different people, whether it's a little kid or, I come home and I just put a smile on my family's face, So, just thankful, thanking him for where he's put me, where I've been, and where I'm going.
Yeah, that's good. Do you ever feel like do you ask him for things? Do you feel do you put specific requests down at his feet? Are there things that you worry about, that you struggle with, that like is everything on the table when you pray?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially the things that that I struggle with. I mean, everybody has things that they wish they could do. They need help, getting the energy to put towards those those certain goals. Yeah, I ask them for help with that. If there's some things that I feel like I need to stop, I ask them, guidance, putting the right people in my way, so that if that roadblock ever comes, I know I can have somebody to talk to in whatever situation that might come up.
Man, I'll tell you what, I wish I was that smart when I was 24. I was an idiot when I was 24. I'm probably still a little bit of an idiot, but man,
I have my ways too.
you've got a bright future, my friend. I'm going to finish with this. Christian Davis, the Texas Tailgaters. I have to, just because I'm interested. We went from God, so don't be. You can say whatever comes to mind, but music, man, music. Are you? Do you? What's your walkout stuff? Like, what do you listen to on the buses? I'm interested in what kind of music you listen to.
So my walkout song for last year was "Hips Don't Lie" by Shakira. So I was thinking more of like what the fans will get engaged with.
Look at that, businessman.
I was thinking more along those lines. I'm thinking I've been working hard on trying to find a song now for next year that that's more of my speed. But I listen to everything: R&B, hip hop, gospel. Now I'm getting into the country music because I'm on the Texas Tailgaters, and got people like Jordan Hussein. They put me on to different artists all the time, especially with like the line dance. And I had to step out of my comfort zone with that. I've actually really enjoyed a lot of the music that they put me on to. But yeah, I listen to a lot. Right now, my favorite artist, thanks to my sister. Funny story. I was supposed to take my sister to a concert, Leon Thomas. He's not a newer artist, but he's really popular right now. Leon Thomas, and I ended up not going. And then my dad was like, "Hey, I thought you were supposed to take your sister to the concert." And I was like, "Well, she don't want me up there by myself in Atlanta or whatever at that time of night, because I didn't have anything to do." So then he was like, "All right, I'm gonna split the ticket, and I want you to go with her." I was like, "All right, fine." Went to the concert, and I enjoyed every second of it. Every second of it. And he plays live music. He knows how to play the guitar really, really well, and he sings really well. And I've been kind of indulging in his music. So that's kind of my top artist right now.
Leon Thomas. I'm wondering, is there a song that, because when I hear Leon Thomas, I think of Leon Bridges. But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I'll send you a song after this.
Yeah, we'll look at it, man. Wow. Hey, what a joy speaking with you. I want to number one, I want to say thank you. Awesome conversation, man. And what a like, you keep doing your thing. Like, obviously God has you where he wants you right now. And I want you to tell the fans that are going to watch this Baseball Forward podcast, where can they find Christian Davis and give them a final sign out, and then I'll take us off.
My name is Christian Davis, left-hand pitcher for the Texas Tailgaters. You can find me on all social medias, ATL Chris, 2 I's and 2 S's.
That's right.
And my schedule is on the Banana Ball website or Banana Ball page, Instagram page. You can find where the Texas Tailgaters will be playing next year. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you have any questions, if you need anything and I'm close by, I'm more than willing to help. And I really want to thank Baseball Forward for inviting me to the podcast. And it's been a blessing to talk to him. Yes, sir. So thank you again.
Absolutely. Hey, guys, the Christian Davis Baseball Forward, episode 90. We will see you soon.